Savannah Chrisley compares Todd and Julie to Donald Trump. But why? And Savannah Chrisley's shocking claims against sentencing judge. Savannah Chrisley shares message about love after death of ex-fiance. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Hello viewers, I am Toya. Welcome to our new video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video and please subscribe to the channel. Savannah Chrisley compares Todd and Julie to Donald Trump. But why? Chrisley's best alumnus Todd and Julie Chrisley, Savannah's parents, appear to be certain that they are not guilty of any tax-related or fraud-related offenses. Did she just imply that they might have been unfairly detained when she used the Donald Trump comparison? See what others think by reading on. For as long as anyone will listen, the USA Network alum has been saying that she can get her parents out of prison early. Even though Julie Chrisley had her sentence revoked, her attempts to date have been unsuccessful. The court upheld the Chrisley knows best mother of Chase, Grayson, Savannah, and Chloe's initial sentence, keeping her behind bars. After her appeals were denied, Savannah Chrisley tried other methods to get her parents back to her. A significant effort to expose the jail personnel for their mistreatment, bigotry, and other shortcomings was one of those actions. However, many USA Network opponents believe that she only causes more harm to her parents. When she posted a meme this week, her detractors only chuckled. Todd Chrisley's daughter recently lost her mind. You can do whatever you want, it's not illegal, in the event that Donald Trump wins the election. However, supporters think she is doing that in an attempt to obtain a presidential pardon. Indeed, a picture of date was included in her meme. Because they are subject to interpretation, memes are just that, memes. Steve Bannon was included in the meme as well. Trump, jailed wrongly and released, wrote Savannah Chrisley next to Donald Trump. Savannah Chrisley wrote with Steve Bannon. Bannon, jailed wrongly and released finally. She added Todd and Julie at the bottom. Todd and Julie Chrisley, jailed for far too long in substandard conditions, and still there, she wrote. In all likelihood, the former USA Network star was attempting to argue that her parents ought to have received a far less punishment. Memes can be misunderstood though, thus it appeared to imply that they were wrongfully detained and imprisoned. Several more admirers of Chrisley knows best also chuckled. A few of them appeared rather taken aback by Savannah Chrisley's posting of it. Those responses include the following. Bannon was imprisoned for not responding to a subpoena. This is precisely what FAFO means and is not an incorrect imprisonment. Her parents share a common situation. You're acting like an idiot. Pardoning them is never going to happen. There isn't much concern for the situation. All right, this is out of this world. She's serious? May God bless her heart. What do you think about Savannah Chrisley comparing conservative politicians like Donald Trump, whom she believed had been wrongfully imprisoned before being released, to Todd and Julie Chrisley? Did she allude to the fact that her parents were wrongfully arrested? For all of your Chrisley knows best news, leave a comment below and return frequently. Savannah Chrisley's shocking claims against sentencing judge. Savannah Chrisley's latest remarks appear to have angered her parents. Many people think Savannah's mouth has caused her mother, Julie Chrisley, to have some issues in the jail system. On the internet, she is now criticizing the prosecutors and sentencing judge. To find out what fans think of Savannah's most recent tirade, keep reading. Savannah posted a video on Instagram over the weekend in which she discussed her mother's recent resentencing hearing. Last Monday, Julie Chrisley showed up for her resentment hearing in a courtroom in Atlanta. The judge did, however, find her initial 7-year sentence adequate for the offenses in question. There were several indications that this might be the case prior to the judge imposing the additional sentence. The government even recommended that the court, prior to the hearing date, uphold the initial sentence. Nevertheless, Savannah Chrisley remained optimistic. The Chrisley knows best star was clearly disappointed when her mother didn't obtain any sort of decrease. But she was even more incensed due to the judge's apparent personal remarks during the hearing, Alex Little, the family lawyer, and Savannah discussed the incident outside the courthouse. The judge apparently made a number of remarks that were aimed at Savannah, the podcast, the TV show, and the children, Chloe and Grayson Chrisley. In addition, Savannah referred to the prosecutors and judge as uneducated and stated that they will keep appealing the court's ruling. In her most recent Instagram video, Savannah discusses the resentencing hearing once more. She starts to rant a little. In the video, she describes how hearing that her mother's initial sentence was maintained was a hard pill to swallow. Furthermore, it was noted by Savannah Chrisley that the total amount Julie was in charge of was proven to have decreased from $17 million to $4.7 million. Despite what most people would assume, the court proceedings did not lead to a reduction in her sentence. Savannah continued by saying that she was in shock when the judge started making remarks about the TV program and charged her with not being concerned about the children's emotional welfare. Since she currently has nothing more to lose, she stated that she will keep fighting systemic corruption. "Thank you for loving and supporting us," she captioned the photo. "It's not over yet." Many believe that Savannah's frequent public comments against the legal system might be influencing Julie's experience. The fact that she would have to return to jail via the long way after leaving Atlanta was just made public. One person discussed her most recent tirade on Reddit. In the resentencing hearing, she is pursuing the judge once more. They wrote that the judge lacks education and that the issue is being caused by Fulton County. Savannah's Instagram received a lot of kind responses, but Reddit commenters weren't so kind. "I'm sure the judge isn't nearly as knowledgeable about the legal system as Savannah," someone said. Someone else said, "It's not lost on me that she is scheming and plotting. This is the same behavior that brought her parents down. The risky game she is playing will ultimately backfire." How do you feel about Savannah's remarks? Is she simply making matters worse? Tell us in the space provided below. Savannah Chrisley shares message about love after death of ex-fiance. On Tuesday, October 3, Savannah Chrisley made a comeback to her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley, by paying homage to her late ex-fiance Nick Curtiles. In her most recent podcast episode, "This asterisk ain't easy," the 26-year-old reality star began by remembering Curtiles and offering a heartfelt message about love before delving into the topic of her current relationship with Robert Shiver. The episode you're about to hear was shot weeks ago and is only just now airing, but it was shot before Nick Curtiles died, Chrisley said. "My present relationship is something I do discuss in this episode. We didn't telecast anything last week because we took a break. That was because I wanted to show respect to Nick, his family, and all those who are currently grieving over his demise." She continued, "And I do speak about my current relationship, but I'm also mourning the loss of someone who meant the absolute world to me." Curtiles, a former professional hockey player, and Chrisley were together for years before becoming engaged in early 2019, but they broke up in 2020. It seems that the Chrisley Knows Best star had nothing but positive recollections of her boyfriend despite their breakup. "Nick and I were in each other's lives for 6 years. We were engaged, and there were so many great memories. And at the end of the day, Nick made a huge impact on my life, and he left such a mark on this world." Chrisley said, "I cannot tell you how many people have reached out and told me stories about how Nick had impacted their life. And I believe that if we learn anything from his departure, it's to love deeply and to be so loving and nice to others. Since that's precisely what he did. Therefore," she said, "I love you, Nick. You left a mark and will be missed." After colliding into an SUV in the Nashville region and running a stop sign on his motorcycle, the NHL star tragically died last month at the age of 29. Chrisley lamented the loss by posting a collage of precious and intimate images and video snippets from her connection with Curtiles online the day after his passing. "I am and will always be a better person because I knew you, because I loved you and was loved by you," Chrisley wrote at the end of her note. Oh my, you are missed. It's not fair. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.